Hello, guys. We are going to do a simple art piece with this character that I made in the last video. Um, his name is Archer. I already went and picked out the outfits that I wanted him to wear so that you guys didn't have to sit here and wait for me to figure out what I wanted him to wear. So we're just going to put this on him. All right. And then I want this. Actually, I should delete these just in case, and put his shorts back on. All right, and then I want this sweatshirt to be black or dark gray, I guess, and all the way. Yeah, okay. And it's got really nice texture to it. So, and then I wanted a jacket, and it just so happens that this one has a trench coat. So we'll put that on him. And then this is just going to be like a headshot. So there's a couple of different ones I actually want to do. Um, like a couple. I know I want to. I really like this outfit. So there's a couple of different like poses and stuff. I have some inspo pictures that I am being inspired by. And there's a few different ones that I really like the look of with kind of this vibe. And so, trench coat, outer. Right. I want. Well, I like the material here more than I think I like the material here. This is leather. I don't really want it to be leather. So let's actually leave this as this kind of almost denim. Let's see what it looks like if we just make this gray. Yeah, that looks good. Oh. What one did that do? Is this material selector? Is this inner coat? I guess so. There we go. He's just got his little pants on there. His shorts on. That's the fit right there. Look at that. No pants, just going out with his jacket and his shorts. I wonder if I can make these a little darker, because I'd really like them to be black. Material select again. It's not doing anything. Top coat color. There we go. Okay. So we got it all black. We've got a black shirt. that all the way down. I think I'm going to make his shirt a little darker. Okay. Black on black. There we go. I wanted the velvet, but I guess this jacket is black regardless. Does it have the thread? I don't think so. I think the thread just comes with it. Yeah. I don't think you can do anything about the thread. That's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh, we do need to do this part though. Here's the top coat color. Oh, it's plaid. Somehow I didn't realize it was plaid. All right. There. You're probably not even going to see the plaid. All right. And then what do I want to do first? I think we're just going to do the really, really simple one first. Do we have... No, that's bones. Yeah, I don't want that. I want to see what I can shape here. Okay, so it's just loosening. I really wanted to see if I could lift this up and like lift the collar up. Chest open. Oh, that's nice. But can I lift the collar up? It doesn't look like it. That's a shame. I could probably look and see if there's another trench coat with the collar up, but does the scarf fit? Oh, that actually lowers it. You know what? Can I raise it even more? Will it break it? All right. So if we don't use limits, that just pushes the back up. Oh. That's what I meant to do. Yeah, it lifts it up, but not as much as I want. Um, we can see if this will work, but oftentimes, I just I just make things look worse trying to do this. It's better for fine-tuning small things than it is for trying to completely shift how a piece is shaped. We'll see. I forgot how I take that off like that. Okay. Yeah, it's attached to the jacket. I was hoping that it wasn't. Like that it was separately modeled. But okay. Alright. Put that back down how it was. Okay, it's not that big of a deal. So then I need to change my background. On this simple one, I'm really not going to do much. I'm too in love with Cake One lighting. That's always where I go first. I think I just want a black and white one. You know what? This is what the mesh grabber is good for. It's just this little bit here. Oh, you know what? Not if it's attached. Darn. Maybe I can loosen colors. No, that does not do what I want. Alright, well, we might have to fix that one in post. That might have to be fixed in post. Okay, since we're doing real simple, let's go to poses. We're just gonna go for like a nice. I want to see if I can get one with just like a hand up. I don't buy a lot of poses because I'm naturally pretty good at posing. It takes time. It takes a lot of time sometimes, but they don't feel worth it to me a lot of the time. Usually I'll buy them only if like there's something that I think that I'll be able to use them a lot for, or if it's something like this where um well, I mean, there's a lot of good poses in here that I can just grab and go, and that's usually like the only times I'll get them, or more commonly it's if they're a part of a bigger pack. But the problem is that when I'm like looking to be lazy, uh, then I don't have poses and have to do it myself. I could be real lazy and not really do anything with his hands. But we'll see. I think I'm going to do something different with the lighting. Okay, I don't like that at all. I don't like that expression. I wasn't expecting it to change his face. Pin-up poses. Maybe that'll have something. At the very least, they give you something to start with. Sometimes. Alright, I don't know if I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. I do love favorite inks poses. Okay, this is actually really close to what I was looking for, so yeah, that's actually really close. Right after I said um, that I'm not going to be able to find what I'm looking for, I find it. Then again, mesh grabber tool, maybe. I never learned how to use divorce. Um, why is this not working? And I always use this tool instead, but now it's not. Oh, because I'm not clicked on the right thing. That's why. Oh, I clicked. Dang it. Let me move his arm out. Twist this away. Okay. I'm the wrong thing. Then we want to pull this in. Oh, I grabbed too much, I think, but we'll see. Oops. Clicked the wrong thing. Twist his arm back. Oh, maybe I did exactly. Right. We might just keep this pose. I was planning on having him have kind of like a fist, but I kind of really like this one. Okay, I don't necessarily need this to be. Why are we not turning the lights on? I guess the lights are on, but it's hard to see because this is all black. Okay, arm again. This is why is this sticking out so much? Alright, I might actually have to do this with the iRay preview on because I can't see what I'm doing. Okay. Bones. How does that look? A little weird, but we're not going to show all of that. So thankfully, it doesn't entirely matter as long as you can't see it. Go. Just move a little bit at a time. I should have done this from the beginning. You know what? Maybe I will. Go back. There's the lights. When did I turn the lights off? That as far back as I can go? Okay, that might be as far back as I can go. This is why you should save frequently, kids. Alright. I was really just trying to pull this in a bit. Okay. Forward arm. There, perfect. It would be not perfect. Alright, so I need this to go in right above the button. These are those things that you you don't think about when you see a finished picture. Did I not grab that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Oh, God. It's so annoying that I keep forgetting to grab the coat. Grab his arm. There we go. Right, that looks good with the shirt. So then I just need to bend the hand a bit to get it where I want it. Good. God, that hair looks so dumb. Um, the way it is. And I want this arm not just like here. Okay, let's go back to bend this up. We'll do pose controls and turn this into a fist. And bend this up. Twist this back a little. Bend that in. Not quite that much. There we go. I don't need to completely make this perfect. Because you're not gonna really see it because I'm not planning on having it be down quite that far. But I want it to look like it's there. Going for that angle for sure. But when I'm looking at the camera, let's see. I wasn't planning on having him look at the camera, but okay, let's see how that looks with his hair actually not looking stupid. We're not doing the lighting like this, by the way. This is just temporary. Okay. Let's give him a little bit of an expression. What is it called? Ralph. I want the brows to squeeze together. Brow squeeze. Then brown. Giving a little bit of a moody expression. Because he is a moody boy. Okay, let's see how that looks. I hate that this puts my mouse right there. That is not enough of either. I don't want it to be sad. Okay, that's a bit intense. Why are we freezing? If it doesn't stop, I'll have to restart it because I can't sit here and do this like 5 second pause between every tiny change. It drives me crazy. Let me actually move this down a bit so I don't have to move my mouse every time. All right, he looks like I want Moody, and he looks more than Moody. Let's take the frown down. But I do want the brow. Um, what about brooding? They're brood. What about Moody? Oh, okay, we might have to go with angry. And that's like disdain. Oh, that's happy Moody. A lot of these are like so intense. We're just looking for Moody, just a little grumpy. Okay, this one might be what I'm looking for. Just a little bit of sass. Okay. I think I don't want him to look at the camera. And then let's figure out our lighting. I want something darker. Oh wait, no, that is where I want to be. These are all very uh, bright. I like and I don't like lighting presets. I like them more when I'm doing like when I'm just showing off like character models. I don't like them so much when I am actually trying to like make art because they have some real limitations. I think that background is too. So I'm going to be putting in my own lights, but I do want a dark background, but not too dark. These are all so bright. Why are they bright? They're showing like a dark background, but then they're giving me like a really bright light. That one's a little better. I like the fact that the lighting is very minimal, which leaves me a lot of space to do what I want. But again, the background is so dark or so bright. Okay. Well, that's something totally different. Oh, maybe she has something here. Okay. Let's do. Oh, I don't like how some of them have that pattern. There's probably a way to get rid of it. I don't know how though. I want black in the back. With like almost no lighting. Oh, yeah, I love these. This isn't really the vibe I'm going for though. Are these lights removable? Don't think they are, because I think it's a full, it's not a lighting setup, it's a HDRI. Kind of cool. I'm not sure what angle I want. It's just not helping. Wait, do I want this? Okay, hold on. Let me save, because I don't know what this is going to do. And sometimes you'll do it and it's destructive, and you can't get it back. Oh, this is setting up a full set. I don't want that. Okay. I just want... I should probably just look at my HDRIs instead of looking at like all these things that are literally set up to be lights. Okay, actually that's not bad. Okay, that's not bad at all. That's actually really similar to what I was going to go for. Which side of the face do I want the light on though? Maybe I do want him looking at you. don't want it to bend that much. Okay, yeah, I really want it to look like this arm is okay, I need to set up a camera so I can move my perspective view. Uh okay, camera, copy active view. Okay. That way I can move my perspective view and not worry about this stupid camera. This, whoops, up a little bit. Not that far. Okay. There. Environment, that's what I was looking for. Environment tint. Probably will not. I just want to lower the intensity. There we go. So that's acting more like a fill light. I want the E lower. Alright. Good. I think. Ah, please don't lick me. That would be my dog. Then I have to decide where exactly I want his face lit up, which I think is going to come from this side. So why am I doing that then? Instead of just doing this. Okay. And then what colors do I want? I was just going to do black and white, which I might still do. But I might also do colors. We'll do blue and orange. All right, create new spotlight. I'm so sorry. uh, those are leg hairs. Look at him in his little booty shorts. Okay. We're gonna decide if we're doing black and white or not. We can highlight his eyes with kind of cerulean blue. Then we'll create a new spotlight over here. Spotlight 2. This one's gonna come or from the back down. B. Have an intense orange. Oops, that is the opposite of what I wanted to have happen. Let's see how this looks. Let's lower the intensity of this a bit. Maybe the color. And raise the intensity of this. It's not quite giving me what I want. We're gonna try two things. Oh shit. One is come here from the side. The blue too. So let's try this one first. See how that looks. Yeah, it's not really giving. They just kind of look like lights. I really want some intensity here. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm feeling that. I think I do like this being in shadow though. I just, ooh, like, hey, I don't hate that. but I think I do want to go black and white. That makes them look evil. Oh, we need harsh shadows, but not quite that harsh. I'm trying to figure out if I want to raise this intensity or lower it. I don't like this shadow on his finger. Come at this more from above. Okay. We're not really catching that look in his eye, but maybe I can do that. Post. So, we're going to render it like this, and I will be back. Okay, we are back. So, um, we have it here. So it doesn't look like much, in my opinion, right now. Um, so the first thing that I like to do, actually the first thing I should do, is save. So give me a sec. Okay, I have them all saved. Then we're gonna go into camera raw filter. And I like to start messing with my values here. So I like to give it a little bit less of a Daz look by bumping up the contrast here. I don't want it to be too much, but go back to 75. And then, you know what? I shouldn't have done that. See, you can see how long it's been since I have done this by the fact that I didn't make a new layer. Okay, so that was 75. And then I do this, I kind of do it over, and I probably should just bump this up even more. I kind of overdo it because that way I can later, you know, play around with how much or how little I want. then the layer copy. And because we're probably doing this in black and white, bump up the clarity. Texture here. And that definitely gives us more of that kind of like drawn artistic look, which I do like. I wasn't really planning on going. I was going for photorealism here, which I can still do, but I'm kind of feeling this. So I could always do two versions as well, and do one that goes for photorealism and one that goes for kind of this look. Then do I want to do this? You can actually kind of see his eyes because I don't have the opacity all the way up. I didn't actually mean to not have the opacity up, but because I really like his eyes. That was too small. Should bump the opacity just a little. And then come in here and where am I looking? Ah, okay. I should label my layers, but we're doing this kind of fast, so. Oh, I just did that on the wrong too. I thought I had my burn tool. Burn. I don't like that one. I just bump up the contrast here. Okay. All right, so then we take this one and this one. And play with it a little bit more. And sometimes I play with things and I go, okay, I don't Eat that. Right. That didn't do a lot. I think I actually like that version better. Okay. And then the last thing to do is go through here and see what ones I like. I kind of don't hate that, but I don't think it's not quite what I'm going for. Do always like some drop blues. All colors brings warmth back to it that I wasn't looking for. Oh, we might play with this one. I'm not sure on that one yet, though, so we're going to leave it. That was Foggy Night. Kind of like that one, too. I might make, if I did that one, I might make it even more black and white. I want something that keeps the blue of his eyes. Kind of like in both of those in different ways. That is actually really cool. Yeah, we might do one like that. That is really cool. I did not mean to make a group. What one was that? Oh, Lake Sunset. Soft warming I'm liking too. Okay, so let's see. We got this really neat one. Um, this one I think is my favorite so far. I think that that is my favorite. Then I think even the level it's at there is pretty good. So I think that is going to be our finished product for here. So here's what we started with our plain render. Um, and here's where we ended. So go ahead and whoops. I have caps lock on, clearly. Why is that looking like that? You know, I thought that. So I used this for something else. And I was like, you know what? It looks weird. And then I was like, well, maybe it just always looks like that and it just looks weird, like the way I'm using it. But no, it does look, it's like too thick. And I'm not sure why. Because I'm not seeing like um anything here that would change it. Like you're smooth, strong. Oh, you know what? Bobold. I have Bobold on. It's also not very smooth, but that might just be, yeah, okay. That's what it was. So go ahead and sign this. I think I'm gonna sign it underneath here. Oh, this is what I meant. I was like, why is this not working? Because I'm an idiot. I meant I want to sign it underneath the color lookup, but that's not working the way I wanted it to either. So it's just not looking how I want it to look. Oh well, that might just be what I have to deal with. Rain Kale 2026. Trying to figure out how I normally do these. Okay, that is where I usually put it. It's been so long. It's been a minute. Right. And then we finish off with my signature look here. That is definitely too intense. This particular picture. So, there we go. We have we have our fairly simple uh render there, and I am pretty happy with the result. So, hope you enjoyed watching, and hope I'll see you in the next one. Leave a like, all that fun stuff. Tell me what you thought of it, and yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good one.